Mission 7 of the Blood Angels campaign here for the first time has the Tyranids going first. They have caught us in an ambush here at the place of challenge, and we have to fight Exocrine on top of this. I've gotten to play around with them in multiplayer quite a bit, and I think that they are one of, if not the strongest units in the game right now, so I was dreading when they would be introduced into the campaign, and we have been surrounded by 3 of them. I will also be honest, this is the first time that we are save scumming in our playthrough here. I was beaten in my first attempt at this mission, so this is take 2, seeing if we can modify our strategy. There's going to be an Exocrine over here, then there's going to be an Exocrine over here, and then I'll just pull up the map here. There's one right here in front of us. So our broad sweeping strategy is going to be to fall back. Most of the enemies come from this direction. There will be more off to the side, and there are guards for every single Exocrine. We are going to sweep around to the side to be able to pick up this one, and then we are going to continue falling back and playing around the edge of the map to be able to get to this guy, and then continuing around to be able to get to this guy. There's better cover off here on the wings than here in the center with these statues. We do have our armored division on this side that was going to poke up and just see what we can do. If it looks like the forces are too strong, then we'll hole up behind cover and be able to use the strength of Techmarine and Quindar to be able to win out on that side while the rest of our guys move around. But we do want to get to the Exocrine as quickly as possible, because as you saw, they can just one-shot your squad out of nowhere. Absolutely miserable to fight against. Alright, the key here is going to be sending the bikes out as scouts. And there is our Exocrine.
Past, future, there is only service to the Emperor.
The only pseudo weakness of the Exocrine is getting in close. Their optimal range is 7, and they lose 10 accuracy every space off of that. As long as that's the same between campaign and just doing all my scouting here. We see more reinforcements off to the side. It's going to be bad. But getting right in front of them makes you pretty hard to hit, and then they have to come up and use their melee attack, which their melee attack is no slouch, but it's not as good. Almost got him. Okay, Quindar. I need you and your Force Halberd to make short work of this guy. Gonna have to stand in the line of fire too. Let's see, so we barely do any damage here, or we can clean up these. We'll clean up these guys first, and then we'll throw the other attack over here. It's not a lot, but it is a start, and then the Techmarine has been gravely injured. Do not like to see that. I wish that I still had like a single unit out of this assault squad to be able to use as a scout. But they're all dead. They're just all immediately dead.
We are the walls. We are the guns.
Okay, aggressors. Can your grenades make it? They can.
Their numbers, they will not overwhelm us.
Okay, this guy's grenades cannot. Let's see. If I assume if I slip to the side, we'll be able to get the grenades online. There it is. Two rounds of grenades and they're still surviving. Camp Commander difficulty is no joke. Now we have eyes on our other Exocrine friend.
Techmarine standing by.
I probably should have armored up Quindar first, because right now Cognax doesn't have too much to do. I want him to run back and I want him to be healed by Brother Arto. So we will give the armor to the speeder bike, I suppose.
Trust in Warhammer.
Okay, Hellblasters, what have you got for me? I want you guys to bring the
We can
pain.
handle it.
That's actually pretty
Moving into
good.
position.
So now we'll trade out squads. It is so tempting. I could throw the jetpack and end up in melee against this guy. It is tempting. Oh, we could actually just throw the charge. Let's go in. Get the charge. Get the scouting information. So we have a Tyrannofex behind the terrain, and we have warriors over here. Okay, good. We end up in front of him. If we ended up behind him, then we would have just basically said goodbye to that squad right away. I hate how these guys are actually kind of behind cover.
Yet the meter Xenos my axe couldn't bisect.
Fall back farther. These aggressors are going to come to this side. And then...
On this hallowed ground, every one of us fought with tooth and bloody nail for the chance to become angels. When I first walked beneath these statues, I had not yet taken the great angel's blood. I did not foresee to do so again would be from within my own sarcophagus. Confronted with the measureless and the inexhaustible, I am left with only half answers. I pull Lieutenant Carlion from his musings of guilt and tell him that synaptic aberrations resonate from this place. I do not lie. But I do not tell him the static is secondary to why I bring him here. A whisper reaches out to me from beyond the heaven wall. With nothing else known, how am I to know whose voice it is I follow? I heed the commands of the lieutenant, the rank resurrected and as bright as his pauldron gifted from the armory. But his is not the question that guides me here. There is no answer. I can only follow the voice north, follow it to this place of challenge, and pray for an answer to my eternal vigil.
Alright, so that's what I meant about being able to be safe when you get up close to the Exocrines. You put them in really tricky situations. So this one decided to throw a melee charge. That's why we didn't get the counterattack. Rather than backing up and firing at Quindar. And putting him in melee against Quindar is the battle that we win, and we win handily. Now, this blast taking away these intercessors was unexpected and very unfortunate for us. But it is what happened. Okay, Carleon's going to come around. He's going to put the buff onto the Hellblasters. Tactical precision. This gives us melee accuracy, ranged accuracy, and additional armor piercing. They don't need the armor piercing, but the accuracy is going to really help their damage output. They're going to come across that the terrain's not blocking, and then they're just going to take this guy down. Is it going to be enough? It looks like it's going to be enough. Good shooting. Okay, so that is our first minor objective. They're then going to draw back, and this Tyrannofex is next on the hit list. So
We can handle it.
honestly, the warriors are problematic as well,
Let's see how well that armor
and the
protects.
Tyrannofex is super slow, so we might be able to kind of delay having to face him, but I would really like to be able to get my ranged damage in while I can. These guys are basically useless as a two-man squad, and I feel like throwing the charge against the warriors there would not do me any favors. So we may just take our pot shots with the pistols here and then slip around the terrain. These aggressors were blinded by the enemy last turn. The gargoyles have this spit that is blinding venom. Minus 30% ranged accuracy, which is terrible for the aggressors. Their accuracy is not good anyway. Like, look at this, 15% to hit. So we throw the melee. Try and clear out some of these gargoyles. Oh. Well, I was really hoping for more there because the blinding venom does not affect melee. We'll put the bike back here. And then the question is, do we start thinning out these guys that are rushing towards us through the clear? Or do we hit the gargoyles? I'm gonna take this shot. And then these intercessors can do the follow-up. Though now I do really need to back them up because that tactical precision is going to make them more vulnerable to melee damage, and those guys are melee out there. We want to liberate Quindar here from the Exocrine. Getting the extra melee armor might not be too bad, but I also just kind of want to throw out the damage. So I can do 200 damage here. And, I mean, he will get hit back. Is the Tech Marine able to come in and support? He can. It leaves him in a bad position. But he can. Alright, force halberd away. The Warhammer battle nobody knew they needed. There we go. So, Quindar is not looking great. The Tech Marine himself is not looking great. Heal him up.
Do not falter.
And then dash him over to help his machine friend. The aggressors may have had their unit broken, but they will never retreat. These aggressors... It's either fighting the warriors or it's fighting the gargoyles. And I don't like having the gargoyles here behind me.
The sanguinary priesthood serves the will of the chapter.
Get the heal. Do what damage we can. Honestly, we bring the bikes like way back.
On the move.
The bike's best defense is not being hit.
Yes. Yes.
On my honor. I am against it. The mark sanguineous flows in my veins. Of course.
Reinforcements! Like all our brothers of the assault doctrine, your timing is impeccable.
Look at those jump packs. Seems Cole brought your replacement with him as well, regardless of your new pauldron. These statues bring back memories I thought had long faded. They're nothing more than obsolete detritus to these Primaris, I expect.
I see no sign of the Xenos. You are sure the warp aberrations came from here, Brother Quindar?
Yes, Lieutenant. I cannot account for their absence. Perhaps there is a temporal element I have not accounted for.
You mean you were seeing into the past?
No, Tech Marine. There is no need for that particular concern. Prepare yourselves. The Tyranids know now that we are here.
Exocrine fire! Defensive formation! Now!
Okay, kind of a rough turn for us, but it could have been a lot worse, given that Quindar is still up and smiling, and in range of being able to get his heals and his bonus armor. Alright, Quindar, take it away. This is going to be beautiful. So, it's also going to be overkill. How much damage does he get? He gets like 42 damage? Yeah, it's not enough. Okay, so we have to go in. When you hit an enemy directly from behind, you get an extra 30% damage, and he's charging 151 damage. Okay, we had another Exocrine appear over here. The guy in front was advancing on us. We've also received reinforcements. The reinforcements have arrived. The other brethren of the Assault Doctrine. Where are they? The Inceptors are here. Inceptors. I feel like they wanted to go with Interceptors, but they just went with Inceptors? I don't know. Most of the other Warhammer names I feel like are a little better. I know that's heresy against those of you who love Blood Angels. We're going to do the jump pack so they get into range of this turn. To at least be able to do a little bit. I played around with these guys on occasion in multiplayer and in skirmish. That's out of range. That's unfortunate. But if they come towards us, we'll take them out. These guys should be in range. But this is at the max range. So their weapon is an Assault Bolter. They have range 1 to 4. Optimal range is only 2. And then they do base damage 2 to 3 with 2 armor piercing, 85 weapon accuracy, falling off 10 per tile. But they fire a lot. 78 attacks. Kind of crazy. And they do a lot of damage. So that's that's away from their optimal accuracy. They cleaned out half of the unit. 1 health? Are you kidding? There's 1 Termagant with 1 health.
Heavy fire support.
Are these guys still blinded? They are still blinded. So that means we resort to melee weapons. Throwing the charge here with the fists. Fists into the flyers. We got 2 of them.
Land speeder crew awaiting orders.
Not bad. Okay, so there's a number of enemies around here. This is where we need to make our decision on how we are going to kind of kite around. The other Exocrine was in this area. So I want to pull my forces back and then around. We get this nice terrain as cover. And then punch up and follow Brother Quindar, I think is going to be the goal. He shall lead the way.
Understood.
And he's strong enough, I'm more than happy to let him lead the way. Where do I throw the bike? That one guy is going to bother me. Maybe the priest can take him out or something. Who needs health? Most of my units actually look pretty good. This assault squad needs healing though. So we probably move them up, take the pistol shot. Or actually, we could throw a charge with the chainswords, and then we could jump pack across to be able to get the heal. I'm pretty sure that turn order would be allowed. It is. There we go. Priest does the heal. And then he's going to be the one to eliminate these termagants.
I go where I am needed.
Thankfully, all these guys are ranged, so they're not
Whatever the angel requires.
They're not influencing any zones of control. There we go. Got a little bit of momentum out of him at least. Yeah, keep on facing this horde. Actually, back up. There's more coming. There we go. Face out that way. Very good out of the Hellblasters there. They're going to come around. These intercessors, I mean, they're mostly here standing around and sad. I want to be able to get at these warriors, but I also have all of these to mop up. Maybe we just dodge around. This is actually the best odds to hit, so we'll take that. One left. Do we go for finishing him? Do we have a better character to finish them with?
On Balfora I was born.
Yeah, Carleen could get in there.
On Balfora I will die.
Okay, Carleen. Jump pack, back to ya boys. Your pistol had better be accurate enough to make this kill. Yes! That's actually some impressive shooting. He only had 55% chance to hit every single one of those shots, and he made it. That's why he's the commander. We're just leaving so many peons right on death's door. It's starting to bother me. Those warriors are going to be bad news. I'm going to leave the aggressors right here. They can pin these guys down in melee. And then the bike. Where does the bike go? Oh, we still have this one. This one probably just hangs out. Takes the 85 to hit. There's a command point for us. That's good news. So we have a brand new thing unlocked here, Assault Marine Strike. This costs 2 command points. This is what I want to save up for. You can drop in a new assault squad right on top of an enemy. And if they land actually on an enemy, then they get to attack that turn for free. And then they end up next to that enemy and they still have a action point to be able to get 2 attacks off, potentially. Potentially. Be awesome. These guys, we're going to use their ability here where they sacrifice their movement points to get extra attacks and just rip into them. Yeah, that's what we like to see. Okay, things are definitely coming together here. Do I want to reposition anybody? I don't think so. Go Tyranids. I mean, I do want to reposition people. I have guys who are pretty hard caught out. Like just Hellblasters. Yeah, right here. These Hellblasters are the ones I wanted to move. But they were out of movement points, so they have to get hit by the warriors. Thankfully, none of the models actually died. That's where the warriors on the Tyranid side go insane, because when they kill a model, they have a 75% chance of just getting another action point. Well, that turn went... it could have been better, it could have been worse. So Quindar's been taking fire. The problem here is that the Tech Marine took a lot of hits. He can come out this far.
I am ready to...
Yeah, we can rendezvous for the heal. Alright, that's what we'll do. Then the question is, what do we want the Tech Marine to do with his final action point? I think he just puts some pistol shots into these Hormagaunts to help out Brother Quindar, giving him some more freedom of movement. We want to back up. Quindar's being pelted by the final Exocrine off in the corner. And he doesn't have the support to really be able to do anything about it right now. So we will light him up with the Storm Bolter. Man, this accuracy is not great. Well, I guess we go in with the Halberd to finish him off. Now that's overkill, bisecting swarm guys with the Halberd. And then we will back up over here. This cover, this is a very good cover. Get our back to it.
Grace through discipline.
I don't know, we might actually shift him so that he's facing this corner. But yeah, I think he's good right now. These guys do so much against the swarm. I am loving it. Let's get around here. And 80% to hit. Yeah, we'll take that.
Angels have the right to fly.
Ooh, these guys are really doing a number on the enemy units. Where did the warriors go? Oh, the warriors snuck up over there. Well, these Inceptors definitely seem to be the best tool that we have against the swarm units. That's so good.
Fire spot.
Alright, we're gonna get right behind this squad. Get in there, 100% to hit, I believe is what I saw. And extra damage. This Tyrannofex is forcing the issue, so we're gonna have to go into him. And then, ideally, we back up. Maybe we just come around here, this corner of the terrain. Now this bike is not showing that the Hormagaunts will get an attack of opportunity. I feel like they should. So I'm hesitant to make them move. I think it's just a UI bug that's not showing it. Oh, it's because they have another unit that is engaging them. It's taking away their zone. Yep, that's what it is. We needed to bring some of these warriors down, and the bikes are pretty good at removing a single warrior model. So we'll use the bike for that, and then we'll use this bike for the, well, they're gonna have a lot of cover. Okay, this is kind of fun. We can move up to be able to pin these termagants, and then we have range with our grenades. Yeah, we'll go into the gargoyles. They missed? But it's the first time I have seen the grenades miss. Ha! I thought that they basically couldn't miss. Even though they gave you the percentages, they've always hit for me. Well, you live and you learn. These warriors are having a bad day. And it's about to get worse. I'm debating if I send Carlian into them. The other jobs he could do for me are just kind of cleaning up these singletons. The problem with putting him here is that then the Tyrannofex runs down and he takes a beating. But maybe it's worth it. The one guy lived. What a shot by the Exocrine, and that is why I think he's one of the strongest units in multiplayer. He can just bring the pain from all the way across the map. The enemy doesn't even see him coming. Oh, well, this Tyrannofex made an incredible play coming in behind our lines, catching both of our commanders. Yeah, that was very bad for us.
Should the Emperor will it, on Balfora, I will die.
Very, very bad for us. These Hellblasters are going to need to do a lot. Give them that tactical precision and lay into the Tyrannofex. The beautiful thing for these Inceptors is that as they build up their red thirst, gaining momentum by all these kills, they're going to score more crits, which multiplied across all of these little attacks that they do is going to just make them go insane. Okay, we're going to have to... These guys have been poisoned. They've been poisoned basically all battle, as far as I understand it. No, he missed. Guys, please. I used to really like the aggressors. This battle, the aggressors are just not coming through for me. Are the Hellblasters going to be able to get into a position to pelt to the Tyrannofex? They don't have a great position here. 30% to hit. Oh, they can come up here. That's the play. 40%, a little bit better. Okay, who does 72 damage to a Tyrannofex? Well, Quindar does. The only thing is, Quindar does not have a direct path to be able to get to this Tyrannofex. And yeah, these guys try and move, they will be attacked. I could fall back, which would, I think, put them right here, and then Gwendar could come around and execute him. Let's do that.
Put distance between us, brothers.
Ah, he still gets the attack through. And they got overwhelmed and have to stay anyway. Wow. Maybe these guys with the gauntlets will be able to bring him down. The gauntlets hit hard. Yeah, this will be enough.
The blood is strong. Do not falter.
Alright, Gwendar. You're gonna have to topple these warriors. He's also gonna be in a beautiful position right next to cover, I think, when he comes out of this charge. Oh, we got the overwhelm. Okay. I like that. We'll go in again. There's our kills.
My chainsaw thirsts for my blood.
We're so close to being able to get a command point. Is this the command point? You gain just a tiny bit of progress through destroying enemies. Command points are earned by the Army's HQ command unit whenever a friendly unit gains momentum, is killed, or completes an objective. So you should be racking those up. But for now, we need to protect our leaders. So they fall back. And
Death from above.
the Hellblasters, I guess they come around here.
Challenge accepted. We are the wolves. We are the gun. We are the vengeance that follows.
Okay, this Exocrine is just ripping us up with these long-range snipes. He's been crazy accurate with those. Let's see, if we swing around, we have a good firing lane right here into the Termagants. And equally, the Hellblasters into the second Tyrannofex that has appeared. One was not enough. No, it's all blocked? What? I thought I was gonna do damage.
Always vigilant. Let's see how well that armor protects you. On my way.
The blood of Sandwillius flows in my veins.
Without hesitation.
I want to bring the bike around, but this area is just kind of giving cover to all of those potential targets. Unless I go all the way up here, but then he does not have the luxury of hit and run, which is the bike's bread and butter. So maybe we just swing up here. Yeah, 70% to hit. I mean, it's a Terran effects, right? You're hitting the broadside of a barn. You can do that from long range. And then we keep on slinking around here. I mean, we could go into these warriors, or we move up here and just use the gun.
Inceptors waiting to launch.
Put the Inceptors up here. Let's see what they're able to do first, I guess. They're able to do a lot.
The blood is strong. Do not falter.
Yes, he finally has the surge. That is going to be very useful. Who still has attacks? We have Quindar, these aggressors,
Priesthood serves the will of the chapter.
and the commanders. Do we get any damage out of this? Nope. His armor's too thick. Now we can go in punching for about 150 damage. But then we'll get counterattacked. Someone will die.
Sanguinius watches over us.
Ah, here it is. We have the second assault squad. Where do we drop them? We could drop them on the Exocrine, or we could drop them on this Tyrannofex. Or we could drop them on these warriors. Let's go to the Tyrannofex.
Assault squad ready for team strike.
Airdrop. Let's go.
We are the lords of the assault doctrine.
And now move directly behind it. Go in again. Yeah, I feel like that's worth 2 command points because now we still have the assault squad full health and ready to go.
On Ball 4,
I mean, that's pretty great. There we go. And then we can kind of have our pick of where he goes next. I could bring... I think we just bring the chainsword over here. Oh no, he's out. He's out because it costs a command point to be able to do the marine drop. Or costs... not a command point. It does cost command points. It also costs action points. Someday I will learn how to say the things in this game correctly. One survived. Unfortunate, but probably unavoidable. We can bring the assault squad up. The aggressors as well want to come around. Seems like we have done actually a really good job just clearing out everything the enemy had. Make sure that we are hemming in the warriors with the zone of control.
With strength.
There it is.
Their sacrifice will have meaning.
He kills my bike with his last turn. And the warrior gets a kill. Now he'll get another action point. And in he comes again. Revenge for our fallen brothers. Bring them down with the chainswords.
My power is yours to command.
The Exocrine is retreating. Hack him to pieces, Quindar. This was what you were made to do. He hits hard. He hits so hard. Yes! Now we have to eliminate all Tyranid forces. I forgot about these guys. Alright. Drop them.
Heavy close support.
The area has been cleansed of Xenos presence. They will not return. The synaptic link remains.
Take in this moment. Very few get to fight within the place of challenge as a full-blooded Astartes.
Carleon, Matrane, report.
We have finished securing the place of challenge. The reinforcements were greatly appreciated. Brother Quindar is taking us to another synaptic cluster from here.
With haste, brother. You bear a cascade of orders from myself to Dante to the avenging sun himself. Lord Gilliman is reluctant to leave while this question mark of a synaptic network remains. Do not keep the Indomitus Crusade waiting.
Mission 7 is complete. The Inceptor's reinforcements ended up being extremely pivotal. At first, I was feeling like the numbers were pretty overwhelming, and with only 3 reinforcements, I didn't know what they were really going to be able to do. But they come close to destroying an entire unit of the Tyranid spam forces in just a single attack. So they did a lot of heavy lifting, swinging the tide, and then because I had played the mission before, I knew to kind of retreat to the area where they would be coming in to help kite out the enemies and use them to maximum effect. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this Let's Play on the hardest difficulty, and stay tuned for the next episode.